Doesn't matter if you have one ass cheek and 3 toes. I will beat your ass.
Today's episode is powered by Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin, where Texas flavor meets game day energy. Cool off with our legendary Texas-style daiquiris and load up on the best football food in town. From crispy, mouth-watering wings to your favorite game day bites, Dre's is your ultimate pregame, halftime, and victory spot. Don't just watch the game. Taste the win at Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin.
Welcome, Lion fans, to the One Ass Cheek and 3 Toes show. I am your host, Nate the Great, and I got my fellas here, Mr. Bistrilla and Jay. How y'all fellas doing?
Doing good, man. What's up?
Oh, well, you know, we had a game. It was the first game of the year. It wasn't the way we wanted to come out, but you know what? It's only game one. The sky's not falling, but we're going to talk about it. But yeah, it was not what we expected, but you know, it happens and we're going to chat more about it. So let's just get to it. We're going to bring on Ken, the Packer fan. He said he wanted to come on to chat with us if they won or lost. So here he is. Bring him on.
There he is, Dan. Just as wow. this dude here. Just as we mentioned your name, man, you just popped up. I was like, okay,
I'm just good like that.
All right. Well,
what's up, guys?
Well, kudos to you, Ken, on the victory.
Why? Thank you.
You know, all I'll say, and then I'll let y'all get into it. Is basically this was not the Detroit Lions team of last year. We can all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, new interior linemen, different positions, new offensive coordinator, a lot of new pieces on both sides of the ball. And, you know, we're still missing Mac, you know, big loss there still. So, you know, y'all got us. I mean, you guys were favored to win. Hell, I picked y'all to win. So, I mean, like, it's not a huge shock that y'all did what y'all did. You know, I think that it's being blown out of proportion about how bad we played, because if you really look at the nuts and bolts of the game, the Lions held themselves pretty well in portions of the game, you know, like, and we'll get into that. But again, congratulations on the win, and let's get into it, guys. What went wrong? So, and then Kim, we'll let you talk about what went right for your team.
Yep.
I'll start with EB. What went wrong with this team?
The inside, as I've been hyping about this whole entire time, the inside offensive line. That's where all 3 of Green Bay's sacks came from. And Green Bay did a magnificent job of game planning for that. That and the fact that they came out on fire and the Lions kind of came out flat. And that's never good. You know, this game kind of reminds me of last year's game in the opposite way, where when the Lions came into Green Bay, Lions came there with a purpose. Green Bay was kind of flat, and that's how we won that game. It's the same thing with this game, just on the opposite sides. I just think that Green Bay came out with some passion, and the Lions didn't. They came out flat. The inside offensive line was crap, and then we had Arnold limping through half of the first half because he had a groin pull, and he should have took his ass off the field instead of staying on there, because you see, once he got off the field, you know, and they got the corners together, it was a little bit, you know, a little bit better defensive effort for them. What's going on, Robbie?
What's up, Robbie?
So I mean, no, they played great, and Jordan Love played pretty damn well. You gotta give Green Bay their props.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
absolutely.
The Lions didn't come to play, and Green Bay did, and they got Lions got their ass whooped. That's all there is to it. I mean, what you got to do next week? You just got to go out there and play better. That's all you got to do. So,
Ken, tell us what went well for y'all.
I gotta let me speak.
I'm gonna come back to you, Jay. I'm gonna let him talk, and then I'll come back to you. We're just gonna like split it up. That's all.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, King.
Oh, what went right was holy shit, Micah Parsons is a hell of an X factor. Not even just what he did himself in the game, which was awesome, because if that's what Micah can do, not even 100% yet, I can't wait to see what 100 is. But the fact of him taking on the double and triple teams that freed up Rashawn Gary to go around and start making a whole bunch of plays, and Van Ness looked awesome. I think that's the best I've ever seen Van Ness look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And part of what I was saying was one of the keys to the game, which when I said his name, everybody said who, was Evan Williams. I think he kind of helped cement himself in people's minds now.
Yeah, I mean, you got that pick. That was Micah Parsons more.
That was Micah Parsons.
Hey, I was gonna say he still jumped that route.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's fair. What else? What else impressed you with your?
What massively impressed me was how well everybody did holding on to the ball. Besides, I think it was like 2 from Jaden Reed. If Wicks can actually hold on to this ball and continue this going, he is going to be one hell of a receiver for us. Because my gripe about him was his hands of stone. Guy was always open, but could never catch it. If it continues this way, he's going to be a hell of a weapon.
Didn't see a lot from Golden. I was kind of surprised. I'm not sure exactly who was.
It seems like they're bringing Golden on slowly. He was involved in, I think, like maybe 2 or 3 plays, but he's a rookie, so you kind of expect it. Not everybody's going to be Mbuka out there.
Yeah, and Kraft really wasn't that big of a factor either. Like,
I was gonna say he still played a good part. I would much rather us fed him a lot more though. But
his biggest moment was BB taking his helmet off.
Or how about the touchdown he caught?
Oh yeah, he caught that.
I was gonna say that seems like a pretty big moment.
But he's not a volume catcher. He's a guy that's gonna give you like 5 or 6 catches and maybe a TD. He's not gonna give you
that's what kind of annoys me a bit about how we use him, is he could be a volume catch type of guy from what we've seen from we just don't feed him enough.
Okay. All right, Jay, what went wrong for us?
So, outside of the pass rush, I mean, obviously with Micah Parsons, we kind of knew that would be a big, big deal for the Lions to have the game plan for him. But one thing that you guys impressed me with was just the defense as a whole. You guys held our running backs to both under 50 yards. None of them cracked, I want to say, over 45 yards. None of them averaged over 3.5 yards per carry. And if you look at this Lions offense, one thing they do very well, no matter who's at the guard, center, whatever, is run the ball very effective. Matt LaFleur came in with a plan to neutralize that whole offense. Now, if you can't establish the run, you can't get the passing going. And I think that kind of threw the balance off of the offense. You had Jahmyr Gibbs out there getting a couple of negative plays. And, I mean, from the first couple of plays, I seen it. I said, if they can't run the ball, it's going to be a long day for this offense. And it was very obvious that LaFleur was putting Micah Parsons on the field on obvious passing downs. And when he saw it, just go out there and get the quarterback. I don't need you pulling any crazy stunts. You don't have to do any swim or spin moves. Just go after that quarterback. You see 16, go and get him. And that's what he did. And, we had a couple of hiccups that may have costed us a big couple of plays. I made a video where it was either Mahogany or Glasgow, misread the assignment and let the defensive tackle just come straight in and get a free hit on Jahmyr Gibbs. And it was like, come on, you can't do that. I think one of the biggest problems that Detroit has that they has to clean up is not really a talent thing, it's communication. And Dan Campbell talked about that today on our radios out here, local radios. He said communication. You have to be able to communicate with your other people. And that comes along with more experience. The more you play with them, the more you were able to understand that player and you can communicate and your voices will be heard. So I gotta give my hats off to you guys, because Green Bay came in with a good plan and they stuck to it, and they kicked the Lions' ass. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I mean, first off, misassignments, that's a huge one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Lions had a lot of misassignments. And when you have misassignments, you're going to have negative plays because you got people overcompensating on the one side or the other side. So communication was bad. But let's break down this game real quick. Like, Green Bay made most of their hay in that first quarter. They scored 2 touchdowns on us early. They had 17 points almost through the third quarter. So the bleeding really wasn't that bad. Like, the Lions had opportunities. But the problem is that we could move the ball, but we couldn't convert in the red zone, which is a big problem.
I got a question for you, Nate. I heard a stat also as well that the Packers only ran the ball they only passed the ball only 6 times in the second half, and that all the other things was running.
Which makes no sense. Which makes no sense.
You don't think so?
What it is something that Packers fans have bitched about. Granted, it's not a whole lot of them, but Matt LaFleur is known to take his foot off the gas at times. That if he has a comfortable lead, he wants to protect the lead, which I don't personally agree with. I rather run it right down their throats. But
to be fair, let's be honest. The Lions' run defense wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they pretty much bottled up Jacobs almost the whole game. He got his 1 touchdown, but for the most part, they pretty much shut the run down. Where y'all killed us was the passing game because we could not get any pressure on Love. But the defense did settle down in the second half. You know, like, all the damage was done early in the game, and that's the problem. What I've noticed, a common theme with these Lions games is we get our ass kicked early in the game, and then we figure it out in the second half. But the damage has already been done, and it's like now we're playing catch up. And sometimes we'll come back and we'll get it right, and then other times we won't. You know, and I just think, like, with the Lions, it's just a lot of new stuff. We don't suck. We're not terrible. It's just that when you have a whole new interior line and your bread and butter is to run the football, where are those guys going to run behind those dudes? The interior. Mm-hmm. So like Jay said, if your interior line is weak, and all our guys were terrible run grades and, you know, terrible pass grades, the line just took a shit literally on Sunday. Let's just be honest. They took a shit. I haven't seen the Lions line play so bad since Dan Campbell's been head coach. This is the worst game I've seen the Lions line play ever. And, like, the fact is, you can't do nothing. Like, Johnny Morton can't call anything when you can't protect the quarterback and you can't rush. You can't create holes for the running back.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a lot of them trying to get a little bit more familiar with Morton's system more, because I've seen a lot of differences from our last offensive coordinator, who goes unnamed for a while, to Johnny Morton now. Like, he was really that traditional, okay, you know, 2 split receivers or whatever. I didn't see any pre-snap motion. I didn't see any of that stuff. And that kind of throws defenses off, especially when you have a high-power offense like the Lions. You got J-Mo as a deep threat. You got Laporta, who can catch midfield passes along with St. Brown. They didn't get the respect they needed on the ground, which hindered their whole offense. That was a big problem. They didn't earn that respect early. Lions could have. They
didn't run a lot too tight of personnel either.
But you got to give it up to the Packers. Their defense was like a pack of hornets. Like, they saw their target and they were just on it, man. You know, and I think that experience and time will come along, and this team will be a lot better. We'll see that.
Exactly, Robbie. Exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ken, question for you: what do you think the Packers have to improve on to the next game?
What I want to see is a hell of a lot better play out of that guard we signed from the 49ers and Banks. That, to me, was the weak point of the game, because that's where Jacobs was running a lot, was behind him, because we're used to having Elton Jenkins there at left guard.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm not going to say, we shouldn't have made the signing, but he needs to get up to speed real damn quick, because this shit ain't going to cut it. because
Right.
if he puts out multiple performances like he did against the Lions, you can pull him and put Morgan in his spot, and I'll be happy as a pig in shit.
Yeah. Also, too, Zach Tom got hurt too.
Yeah, from what I've seen, it's an oblique injury, and there's talk that he might not play Thursday because of it being a short week. But if he does miss time, it's one game.
That's good.
It's a big game because
y'all
y'all are going against Jaden Daniels.
Oh yeah, but believe me, Zach Tom's our best offensive lineman. I want him there every possible snap out there.
I don't believe in Washington's defense, but anyway, that's the anyway.
I don't care. We could have went up against a middle school team. I still want Zach Tom out there throwing little kids out the club.
True.
Yeah.
True. I got you.
I think. I think.
My
Oh,
bad,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Go, Jay.
Well, I was going to say is,
Oh, go ahead, Jay. Sorry.
what I was going to say is, on a scale of 1 to 5, what do you grade your cornerbacks' performances? I mean, they played a hell of a game as well.
The cornerbacks, I honestly wouldn't even give it a number. I'd give it an incomplete because they weren't really tested in this game.
Exactly.
The pass rush was such a factor that Jared Goff was almost taking his very first read no matter what it was. So I don't know what I can grade the corners yet. Kerryon Valentine looked good from what I saw, but again, it's what I saw.
Mm-hmm. I got you. All right.
Yeah, I think with the Lions, like I think B brought up a great point. You know, this is the first game where we've literally come out and looked really flat against the Packers. Because if you look at the other games we've played, we've showed up. You know, the only one I could think that was maybe kind of similar to this, and I say kind of similar, was the Thanksgiving game, where Love came out on fire, you know, throwing darts early on. But the Lions are still in that game. They just kind of, you know, tapered off at the end. I'll be honest with you guys. I don't know what to make of this game because it's the first game. You know, y'all basically were fully healthy, and we're getting just we got two rookies on the line, a new offensive coordinator. You know, we got the weapons, but it doesn't matter if your line sucks. You can't do nothing. You can't run the football. You can't throw. You can't play action. You can't do nothing.
And on top of that, it doesn't look like Hutch is fully back to himself quite yet. Now, it could just be that he needs more game reps to get there because he was a total non-factor in this game.
Y'all chipped him almost the whole game, dude. I mean,
I was going to say, when does that usually stop Hutch before that injury?
Right.
That's my thing, is he's just not back to Hutch yet.
I disagree with that because I just think that y'all pay a lot of attention to him because he got chipped a lot in the game and you had tight ends on him. Like you guys neutralized Hutch. Like your goal on the defensive side for us was like to take Hutch out of the game, and y'all did that. You know, like, and the problem is what I think we actually really missed was Aleem McNeil, because Aleem McNeil has shown the ability to push the pocket inside and blow up plays.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and you have Tyleek Williams, who's a rookie, who he did okay. I mean, he's a rookie. Again, another guy in a key position that you're asking to come out and play really well, and that's
let me say something to that fact. The fact that the Packers didn't run the ball well, even though you know he got a touchdown, but besides that point, he didn't run the ball well. The middle of the line played really well. It was the edges that were having problems. Davenport was the other one. Mm-hmm. And whoever backed them up and whoever was, I mean, the only people I saw flying around that ball anytime was Derek Barnes had a great game, even though he didn't have a high PFF. And Anzalone played pretty well. Other than that, I can't. Amik was good, but because you didn't hear nobody call his name in that game. You saw DJ Reed get called. You saw Arnold get called because his limp ass decided he just didn't want to keep playing with a groin injury, dummy. And that was another thing the Green Bay Packers did. They understood they recognized something was wrong with Arnold, and they went after it. It took them 2 plays to go down the field, and both of them were on Arnold.
The first play, I agree with. That was a hell of a throw by Jordan Love. The second play, that was LaFleur getting the best of Shep.
Mhm.
Because that was a pick play, and that was designed to free up Reed on Arnold. And when I don't care who you are, if you got Reed's got speed.
Yeah. What I loved about that is it wasn't even a normal pick play; it was a fake pick play.
Yeah.
That you don't even usually see that in the NFL, and LaFleur's implementing this in, which gives me a hell of a lot of hope for what we're going to do this year. That at least as of right now, it looks like we could go on a tear with that type of play calling and the type of talent we have.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Y'all schedule's pretty tough, man.
Yeah,
the North schedule ain't nothing to shake a stick at, but
yeah. And I believe another thing that's misguided in week 1 and people overreacting and stuff is, Morton isn't, Ben Johnson would have done this and that. No, the fuck he wouldn't. Now with that offensive line, when he was here, he had a strong offensive line, so he could do all that crazy stuff. With this line he's got, he would never do all that. There's no way.
No one would have any success.
And get passing game.
It was just
fucking golf in like 2 seconds.
Also,
he had no choice but to throw.
Also, Dan Campbell emphasized reps, live game reps. He said, "You know what? If I could do it, I'm paraphrasing." And he was saying he probably could have given the interior linemen, the whole lineman, more reps in preseason. It would have better prepared them. Now, that's paraphrasing. I'm not speaking verbatim, but, you can see the inexperience there. You can see the lack of experience, and the communication wasn't there. And they just seemed out of sync. And, when you're going up against a team like the Green Bay Packers, who was always a threat with an addition of a guy like Micah Parsons, they're going to have their growing pains. And, when Micah Parsons came in and sacked Jared Goff, who did he beat? Who did he beat? He beat Taylor Decker and Ratledge on that side. He just blew straight through him, chased Goff out of the pocket, and boom, sack. That's going to be something that Decker and Ratledge are going to have to be very careful on, no matter who they're facing. You got to know, if you have a guy that's a defensive end like Micah Parsons or, Van Ginkel, whoever, you have to pick up your assignments and protect your quarterback.
Yeah.
That is very imperative, and they just couldn't do it.
That sack, I have to say, was
nothing. Come on, man. That's
basically just a bonus point for Micah, because
that's chasing a
Goff. Nobody yelled at Goff telling him, "Hey, Mike is coming after you, dude.
Yeah.
Slide or get out of bounds."
That's like me chasing
a Goff. Just
ball, that's like me chasing a turtle, man. Come on, you guys get excited for
that. Something. I think one thing that really just like ticked me off about that was Micah Parsons has only been there for 10 days, man. And he have to learn the system. He didn't have to learn any of that stuff. And like I said, LaFleur was like, "You see number 16 right there? Go get him, son."
Well, when you have an elite player, you don't have to learn the game plan. You just go after quarterback. That's all he is. Like, he's a one-trick pony.
I was going to say, you saw Jeff Hafley deploying him all over that defensive front. What seemed to give you guys a lot of fits was when we put him in the center of that defense.
Well, yeah,
which I knew was going to happen.
Yeah.
I knew that was going to happen. Depending on how the inside offensive line played, I knew they're going to move them all over the place. And if they figured out that was the weak spot of lines, they're definitely going to put them there. Yeah. So, everybody wants to get on Graham about he had a great pass blocking. It wasn't him that was the problem. It was the guys on the other sides of him.
Yeah.
Chris Simo gave up two sacks, and Ratledge gave up 1.
And you also got to think too, to your point, B. Decker and Sewell are good tackles. We all agree on that. They're good tackles. The thing is, when you have a rookie on one side, another rookie on the other side, you have to wonder what the hell the other player's doing. So you can't really focus on your one-on-one as much because you're worried about what the other person's doing on the other side. And unfortunately, you had it on both sides. So Sewell had to overcompensate for what Ratledge was doing, and Decker had to overcompensate what Mahogany was doing. So it's kind of like a clusterfuck. It's like, holy crap. I can imagine Decker and Sewell were not at their best because the fact is their head was on a swivel because they have to worry about what's coming at them. But also, too, they got to worry about the two infants inside that don't know what the hell they're doing yet. You know, it's like it was just a mess. It was just a mess.
Yeah, I don't care what offensive coordinator you had on that team.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it wasn't going to work. It just
No,
wasn't working. That offensive line. That's why you build from the trenches out.
Exactly.
Because if you don't have good, and that's what the Lions have been good at doing. It just now they have to get 2 new people in there because Frank Ragnow retired and we had the other guard moved on. Not that I was counting him anyway, because we could have placed that. But if Ragnow was in the center instead of Glasgow, I think it would have been more of a bond.
Whole different ball game. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd been a different bond that way because
Frank's
he would have cussed them 2 out into both of them.
Listen, think about it. When you lose a 2-time All-Pro in Frank, and you lose a really good guard in Zeitler last year, that's what happens. You know, like you don't know. These guys aren't going to come in their first game and be those dudes. They could be at some point, but they're not going to be game 1. You know, and then on top of that, you add Micah Parsons. You know,
it's going to take time, and like Dan Campbell said, experience and time that will all change, and everybody's going to get to learn each other. And when they do, I think this line will be. Yeah. I'm not going to say just as good, but it'll be up there as like it was last year. You know, you just got to give it time. Everybody has to get familiar with each other, know where they are at all times, and follow your assignments.
Yeah, exactly.
Communicate.
And all I'm saying is the next game we play, y'all better be ready because we're
I think they'll be improved.
I'm going to say I think Green Bay will be ready, but what the huge bonus of all this was, we no longer got to hear that Green Bay is Ford Field West.
No, that's true.
For 1 year you can.
You guys won it for 3 years. I was gonna say, don't act like it was a long-standing thing.
Well, you improved
all I
your
care
record.
about what happens.
You improved your record to
to
3-6, so that works too.
And 6-4 against Dan Campbell. So
hey, since we're only looking at right now,
small victories,
knowing who's 0-1.
Yeah,
it's all right. They ain't gonna be that high for long.
Shit happens. A blind squirrel finds a nut once in a while. So.
I know the Lions are good occasionally.
Oh, okay.
15 times.
Let's see how you do against Jaden Daniels.
I definitely can't wait to see this game coming up here Thursday.
Yeah, let's see where Parsons shows up in this game.
So I have a question for
you. On that note, Ken, what do you think the Packers have to do to the Commanders? Because I watched a little bit of that Giants Commanders game too. I had like about 20 games on you. And one of the things that I saw is, Giants have a really good pass rush.
And absolutely.
And Washington pretty much neutralized that. And they didn't have a good offensive line that last year, but they have a pretty good one now.
Well, the most important thing to me with playing the Commanders is containing Daniels.
Good luck.
I don't care too much about the sacks and that against him. I just don't want him to break off any crazy runs. As long as we can make him beat you through the air, I feel more comfortable with that. I'm not saying, that's some easy win, but I much rather take my chances with him just throwing the ball versus throwing, running, and playing Superman.
He could throw darts, man, and that secondary is still weak for y'all. So I don't know. Be careful what you wish for. We saw it. We saw it in the playoffs.
Any concern down the road, 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now, about Micah Parsons' back?
Absolutely not.
No?
His back from...
Come on, Jay. You know what they're going to say. Come on.
I was going to say he tossed Penei Sewell out the club like 2 different times. I don't think he's got too much. I was going to say, go watch that replay. You can see him toss him. I don't think that back's bothering him too bad.
We'll see. I got a question for you, Ken, and I want your honest answer on this. Mm-hmm. Give me your evaluation of Love for the game, because let's look at his numbers. He had a high completion rating, that's for sure. He had 2 touchdowns, and he had 188 yards passing.
He threw some absolute darts of passes that looked beautiful. It wasn't some wow game, because you didn't need him to go out there and have some wild game. He did exactly what was needed to do with how the game plan was, and to me, that's all you can really ask for. He didn't screw up. Granted, he almost had that one disastrous drive, but
you threw a pick that didn't count.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said he almost had the disastrous drive, but since it didn't count, I'm not going to knock him too much for it, other than, okay, hopefully that's just one of those that it's the first game of the year thing, and to clear that out a bit. But other than that, I thought he did good. Wasn't like the world on fire, but he had some light the world on fire throws, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, no, I do get it, but the thing is, for me, he was efficient. Like, yeah, and a lot of his plays were early on in the game. Like, if you break down his passing stats and all that, almost all his damage was done in the first quarter, and then for 3 quarters he didn't do shit. That's
he didn't need to do shit.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, but
I'm with you, Ken. Though I would, I'm gonna tell you, if the situation was switched with the Lions, I'm sure the Lions would be trying to kill you guys, and that's what I didn't like about the Packers. Once they had us the number on us, they should have just kept throwing downfield and killing us. And I don't know why they took the foot off the brake.
That's been my gripe with LaFleur for the past few years. Is that once we get a comfortable lead, okay, well, we beat them. I don't want to rub it in their face. Don't worry about being the nice guy.
I don't think it was rubbing their face. I think it was playing more
safe. An asshole and run that score right up.
Yeah, I don't think it was more about rubbing the face. I think it was more about playing safe or playing not to lose.
It's
conservative.
Yeah, he was conservative. They called the dogs off.
Right, and the reality is, if Goff doesn't throw that pick in the red zone, we probably score a touchdown more likely, and this game's a whole different ball game.
Well, I was going to say maybe
the fact that considering they were 1-4 in the red zone, I mean,
that was our best drive of the game.
It took us like both the times we got. I think all 4 of the times we got in the red zone, it took us a long time to get in the red zone. Yeah. It was like the first one was 9, the second one was like 10, 11 plays.
That was our
like, damn.
That's one thing that I love about the way this defense is constructed, is that we can constantly keep rotating guys in and out with how many pass rushers we have here, that you don't got to worry about these long sustained drives dogging your guys down, because there's just a constant flow of new guy coming in.
Yeah, but they're not going to be as effective.
Absolutely. I'm in no way saying Micah Parsons, there's no difference between him and Ignabari. Obviously, anybody with eyes can see that there is. It's just nice that we can keep everybody.
Do you expect Parsons to play a full game, or do you think it's still?
I don't think he's playing a full game yet. I would see, since he had about 45% of this defensive snaps this time, I'd say maybe we'll go to 55-60. But yeah, it seems to me like they're going to ramp him up slowly. I expect his first full bore game, if I can talk properly, will be against the Cowboys.
Yeah, because it's a short week for you guys too,
right?
So I'm expecting he'll probably get some plays. Probably have to take another epidural. But he'll be out there. He'll be out, especially it's at home too. So that's a good thing about you guys. You got 2 of your first 2 games. Both your first 2 games at home. That's a great thing,
which helps.
And and the Commanders have to come there. So, and I think that's going to be a pretty good game, dog. That's going to definitely test your defense there. I'm not so sure about your offense. I don't think their defense is all that great, because they played the Giants. The Giants didn't have a very good offense.
I was going to say the Giants were actually able to run on them. And they have dog shit for running backs. So I'm not too worried about what Green Bay can do on the ground.
Their D-line has improved, and you're out Zach Tom possibly. So that is something to be concerned about.
I was going to say Kennard, when he came in, looked good for us, but that's coming in for a game. That's not starting a game.
Right.
Hey, now that you are favored to win the division, I mean, this is a bit of an overreaction. How confident are you that the Green Bay Packers win this division? Really?
Oh, God. As of right now, just after week 1, give me like a 70%.
Okay.
We're going to say nothing outrageous yet because it's only week 1. But if we can keep building on this, that 70 is going to creep up real fast.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Honest answer. I like
week one can say some things and they can't say some things. And it kills me the amount of hype week 1 gets when some teams lose. I mean, we all know Miami sucks.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But
they got Daniel Jones being the next, Joe Montana out there.
And people
who would have ever thought?
And people act like the Lions forgot how to play football or were dog shit all of a sudden. The reality is if you have half a brain, you realize what we're working with. And it takes time. Hell, Dan Campbell even said that in his presser. It's going to take some time for this offense to go. And if you look at Ben Johnson's track record, when he first started as OC, he was 1-6. Mm-hmm. And they wanted his ass on. They wanted his ass gone. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like, it's just it's ridiculous.
It's the low hanging fruit. That's just sit here for anybody of any fan base to say, hey, the Lions are done because they lost week 1 and they didn't really look themselves. That's the low hanging fruit to just attack them off of that.
Or on the opposite side, Green Bay is going to the Super Bowl because they won game 1.
That too. But
all that stuff is preposterous, man. I don't care.
I think part of the problem of why you guys are getting dogged so much is because the murderer's row of a schedule you have in front of you. Starting off like this isn't good when you have these teams that you got.
Hey man, y'all have a pretty.
You got the same schedule.
I was gonna say I'm not sitting here saying that we don't. I'm just sitting there saying to start it off with a loss kind of puts you behind the 8 ball against these good teams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes and no. I mean,
you start stacking up losses, you can find yourself out of the race quick.
Yeah, but I mean, like.
We can kind of put you in a must-win situation, but we'll get to that.
Yeah. But the thing is too with the Packers is that, like, I don't know, like listening to the fan base talk about it. I mean, you thought they would have won the Super Bowl. I really think that the Packers came into this game literally having to win this game because the fact is that they lost this game. All hell was going to break loose in Green Bay with Micah Parsons coming on the scene, and the Lions still dominate you. So this is kind of like the big brother gets back at the little brother in this situation because we've been whooping y'all's ass the last 3 years on TV, and now it's like, okay, they're back to fight,
See,
and like I said,
I think
it was just
natural order being restored.
Just didn't want to be kept under that gun. I mean, you got to remember something. As much as we joke and talk about each other's teams, Green Bay is still one of those teams that is historically franchised team,
and that will always
there's a pride to a unit.
Sure, Dan Campbell brought that
will
about
always be in the race. I respect Green Bay. I think as much as we have a rivalry, and I know people from Wisconsin hates Detroit and Michigan, like it's like I have a healthy respect for Green Bay, because anytime you play Green Bay, you just look and be like, okay, we can really chalk it up as a split, no matter if we sweep each other or not. So I respect Green Bay 100%. Yeah. Hey, you guys got it. You got the bragging rights. You guys won. You did what you were supposed to do. Now you 1-0.
I'm the other way around. FTP all day. All right, Ken. We'll give you some parting shots or get you off on whatever you want to say.
Well, all right. If you're going to give me a parting shot, I'll only take one. The natural order to the NFC North has finally been restored.
Well, at least for a week.
We'll see.
I was going to say, Bistro will tell you, I ate a lot of shit last year. It's y'all. It is y'all's turn to eat this shit because all you did was eat that cheese out of Matt LaFleur's ass.
Whatever. Ken, come back at week 8 and we'll have this conversation again and see where the Lions and Packers are.
Or 9. We got to buy in week 8.
Hey, man. Now that I added you as a friend, I'm going to be following you guys very closely. Just know that.
All right.
Meaning he's going to troll the shit out of y'all, so get ready.
I sincerely do not mind whatsoever. You can bring it all on. Bistro will tell you. I've gone back and forth many a times, and I don't get butthurt.
All right. B, give Ken a round of applause, and let's get him out.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you were
Ken
going to
the
do
bearded
that
Packer fan.
I thought
That's my favorite Packers
fan.
fan. I don't care what nobody says. I'll let Ken. Ken's awesome, man.
You're cool in my book, Ken.
All right. Well, hey,
good.
I love being on the show here with you guys.
My man.
We look forward to seeing you again in week 9.
All right.
Or whenever we play in a Thanksgiving game.
All right. Hopefully the sweep continues.
Good luck against Jaden.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Good luck against Chicago.
Yeah.
We're good with Caleb Williams.
W's.
Yeah.
All right. I'll see you guys.
Take it easy, fella.
All right. Well, Ken, man, what can I say? Well, shit happens, right? A blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
It is okay.
So, on that note, we have Liz here, and Liz is going to join us for our Pic Ems segment. We didn't get to do our Pic Ems last time because, we had a lot of people on the show and just kind of a lot of good stuff, but it just ran out of time. So now we're going to do our Pic Ems segment. We're doing this every week. We got a running bet at the end of the season. So to report for the first, I guess, are we counting our first week?
I am. I got mine in my notes.
We figure out how we're gonna do that.
I know Liz kind of came in on a late note,
Yeah.
and we really didn't have our stuff together in the last show.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you guys if you want to.
Shit, I had my best week, man. I
knew Nate was going to say something because I'm like, hey, I was 14 or 14
I kicked y'all's asses, man.
You did.
All right. Well, you know what? Since I'm a fair guy, we'll start this week. Okay.
Okay.
So the first week was just practice.
Test run.
Even though that was a great fucking week, but it's all good.
Test dummy.
All right. So we're going to put on this real quick here so everybody can see what's up.
Yeah. Welcome, Liz.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, Liz?
All right. So the first matchup we have, speaking of Ken, you got the Commanders going to Green Bay. What say y'all?
I'm going with Green Bay. Oh, my bad.
Well, we're going to go down the line. B, start with you.
Okay. Just because I'm pissed at the Packers, I'm going to go with Commanders.
Okay.
I'll go with the Commanders.
All right. Jay, what do you got?
I think Green Bay keeps that heat, and I think they win at home.
Okay. Liz?
Commanders, because they're just coming off of a win.
Yeah. I'm going with Commanders. I don't think they're going to be able to stop Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels or Jared Goff is not Jaden Daniels. That's all I got to say. It's going to be a mess for them. So, Commanders. All right. We'll keep the Lions to the last. We got the Giants going to Dallas. B, what you say?
I got Dallas.
Jay?
Yes, sir. I got Dallas. I think Dak Prescott puts a hurting on them.
Liz?
Dallas.
Yeah, I say Dallas. Yeah, Jerry's World. Giants are trash. So, yeah, it's bad. All right, Cleveland going to Baltimore. B, what you say?
I got Baltimore.
Okay.
I think Baltimore Ravens win. They need a get right game, and this is it right here.
Liz?
Baltimore.
Okay. All right, and I take Baltimore. San Francisco versus New Orleans. B. By the way, Purdy might not play.
Ooh. Yeah, Brock Purdy. Well, Kittle's not playing for sure.
Yeah, Kittle's
Brock
out.
Purdy might not play.
Right.
This is a very good opportunity for New Orleans to put an upset on them.
Mac and Cheese will be the quarterback.
But I think I might have to go with New Orleans just because the fact they might not have two good weapons on there. So,
okay. All right.
I'm going with the Saints.
All right. Who dat?
Niners. Saints are garbage juice. Give me the Niners.
Oh God.
They played good against the Cardinals though.
Yeah, they hang in there. Liz.
I'm going to go with my mom's team and Saints.
Niners, baby. Even with Mac and Cheese. He's still better than Rattler. All right. New England goes to Miami. B, what you say?
I got Miami's a hot mess. I got New England.
Okay. Jay?
I think Vrabel wants to embarrass the Dolphins, and Drake May is about to put up 4 touchdowns. Mark my words. Give me the Patriots.
Liz?
What you got, Liz?
Patriots.
What'd you
Okay.
Patriots? Okay.
Patriots.
You know what? I'm going to be the lone wolf. I'm going to take the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins get a win at home. I think that they've heard a lot of shit, and I think they're fighting for Mike Daniels' job, so I think they come out and they win. So I'll take the Dolphins. All right. Jacksonville versus the Bungles. B.
I'll go with the Bungles.
Okay.
Give
Jay?
me the Jags. I think the Jags is cooking up something
Ooh.
right there.
Damn,
Duval.
You know they're playing in Cincinnati, right?
Mm-hmm. Cincinnati don't look impressive, but that's just me.
Full take. Liz?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, give me Joe Burrow all day. All right. Rams versus the Titans. B.
Rams.
Jay?
Rams by orbital ramming. Give me the Rams.
Liz?
I'm gonna say the Rams because the Titans are under our division.
I like it. I like it.
Rams all day because that defense, man, they're going to make Cam Moore's life a living hell.
Hell.
All right. Seattle goes to Pittsburgh. B, what you say?
I got Pittsburgh.
Yes, sir. I think Mike Tomlin keeps it moving. Give me Pittsburgh.
Liz?
Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh it is. All right. Buffalo goes to the Jets, Jets. B.
Buffalo.
I think this is one of those upset games where Aaron Glenn, he's going to throw the book at the Buffalo Bills. Give me the Jets, Jets.
Liz?
Buffalo.
Buffalo all day. Josh Allen is on a tear right now that I can't even describe. It's crazy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see. Carolina at Arizona. B.
It's in Arizona. I'm going Cards.
Jay.
What are we doing with Bryce Young here? Sorry, Sonia, but give me the Cardinals.
Yeah, he kind of regressed that game. Liz.
I'm going with it. Arizona.
Give me the Redbirds.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Denver versus the Colts. B, what you say?
Ooh.
That's I was the same.
I'm going to go with Denver just because I just think Denver's a better team.
Good choice.
Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Denver is just head and shoulders better than the Colts. Give me the Denver Broncos.
Liz.
Broncos.
Give me Danny Indiana Jones. Go with the
Whoa.
Colts at home.
Whoa.
Yep. I said it. All right. Let's see. Philly versus KC. Probably the game of the week. B, what you say?
I'm going with Philly.
Ooh,
I think they can
okay.
still do
Jay?
it. As long as they don't spit on nobody.
Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. The Philadelphia Eagles did not look impressive outside of Saquon Barkley. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs.
Liz?
Eagles.
Die, Eagles, die. Give me the Chiefs, man. They want revenge. They got their ass whooped in the Super Bowl on live TV for a billion people to see. They want revenge. They are gonna kick some ass. It's probably gonna be it'll be a blowout. Get ready.
I don't know about a blowout. I think it'll be a close game. It won't be a blowout like the Super Bowl was. It'll be a close game. If Kansas City wins, it's going to be a close game. Philadelphia wins, it's going to be a close game. So
I think Spag's gonna have something for Jalen Hurts, but we'll see.
Sure.
All right.
Like the last
No
year.
way.
All right. Give me Atlanta versus Minnesota. B, what you say?
Well, Minnesota's one of those. No, but I'm giving it to Minnesota because go JJ.
As much as it pains me to say this, but Minnesota.
Liz,
Going Atlanta.
I like it. Fuck Minnesota.
I was going to say something that
Exactly.
would be so inappropriate.
Yeah, right.
There is a lady here, B. Remember that.
Yeah, we can't say that.
Remember that.
Yeah, it was focused on that too.
I'm taking the Vikings at home. I mean, I am interested to see how Penix plays on the road because I haven't seen a lot of Penix play, and it's going to be on live TV, national TV on NBC. So, but I'm taking the Vikings. I think the Vikings defense is really good.
Do the Chargers in Vegas next, and then we'll let.
Okay. Tampa Bay versus your Texans, Liz. We'll let you go first.
I thought we were. Okay, I got you. I'm sorry. I thought we were doing that one last.
Should be a hard pick.
It's Texans all day.
There you go.
B, what you say?
Sorry, Liz, but I got the Bucks. They're just a pretty team. Sorry.
Baker Mayfield's been playing really well.
Not the Bucks. Baker Mayfield playing at an elite level right now. That team is on fire. Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, he's on fire, but we're about to put that out.
All right.
Well, Liz, we talked about earlier, both our teams got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
And they're going home for some cooking. Give me the Texans.
All right, Nate.
All right. All right. And then Chargers versus the Raiders. B, what you say?
I'm going with the LA Superchargers.
Superchargers.
Defense is great.
Yeah. Jay.
Same here. Give me the Chargers. I think they're emerging as a serious contender for the AFC West. So give me the Chargers.
Yeah. Liz?
I'm going Raiders.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. Me too. I am going Raiders. This Raiders team went into New England.
Yep.
Played well. And I think that going back home, they're going to have their crowd behind them. Pete Carroll, man, he's got some kind of juice that I want. Like, the guy just energizes everybody. And this Raiders team plays with a lot more swag than they played before. So give me the Raiders at home. All right. And finally, Kayla Williams comes to Detroit. B, what you say?
Well, I got Detroit.
Jay, what you say?
Ooh-wee. They better bring a priest because there's going to be some unholy things that happen to the Chicago Bears. Give me the Detroit Lions.
Liz.
I'm going to go with y'all guys. Lions, because y'all ain't playing nobody.
You know that for sure. Man, I hope Caleb Williams brings another set of nails because we're going to knock that nail polish off. Mm-hmm. Give me the Lions kicking ass and Benedict Johnson sitting on the sidelines looking like a dumbass. All
like
day.
he did the first game.
Exactly. Fuck the Bears. All right. All right, y'all. So we have all the picks. They're all on video. You can't change them. And we'll see what the outcome is the next show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Liz, we're going to have Mr. Drew coming on. B, do we have him back there?
Yep.
Okay. So, Liz, we're going to say hola for you or goodbye right now, and we'll bring you back on for your segment. We're going to talk.
You said it right.
Drew.
Hola.
I'm good, guys.
Hola. Right. Thanks, Liz. All right. Bring him on, Mr. Drew. Oh, I like that background. Damn.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, you see it.
Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
It'd been nice if we could have used that viciousness last night, though, right?
that bear's got more less bite than bark.
Man, like I tell everybody, man, it's gonna be some growing pains this year, man. We got a new O-line, we got a new coach. They got to gel together first. I'm not one of them delusional Bears fans that be like, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl this year" and all that other crazy shit. Mm-hmm. But all I'm saying is, this gonna be a developmental year for us, and we're gonna be contenders. Give us 3 years, we're gonna be contenders.
All right.
Oh yeah,
I like
Chicago's going to do better than they did last year.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
Definitely.
Drew, talk to me about like how you became a Bears fan and your fandom real quick.
Well, first of all, I'm born and raised in Chicago, so that was just a given. And my father was Bears fan, so it was just in the DNA. And I was a big Walter Payton fan. 1985 defense, all that. Hey, it just rooted in. So win, lose, or draw, I'm bear down.
Love it. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started. So we got a segment called Who's Got It Better, We're gonna break down positions on both sides, and you're gonna tell us if your position has better than we do. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So we're gonna start with quarterback. Is your quarterback better than Jared Goff?
No.
Okay.
No,
like
not at this moment. No.
Mm-hmm. I do have one real quick question about Caleb Williams. Are you concerned at all about his ability to throw from the pocket?
I mean, to me, man, Caleb, he has the potential to be great, but he's getting in his own way, I believe, because of what he's used to. So it's like he's used to things at USC. He was used to things at Oklahoma. So it's like he's trying to bring that college, aspect into NFL, and you're gonna have to reprogram your whole mind, even from last year with Eberfuck. I mean, you know what I'm saying? We're going I'm just saying, it's like, and then people don't understand, learning a new playbook is not simple. I play football, so it's like, what the fuck? So, and I know Ben Johnson, and y'all should know this because,
he's a hard ass, man. He's a hard ass.
Right. So it's like, I know he's a perfectionist and he wants it like this, and it's going to take him some time. But one thing I got to say, Bagent, from what I've seen in practices, Bagent is accurate with his program.
Bagent knows how to run Ben Johnson's offense more than Caleb does right now.
I totally agree. I totally agree. I mean, I wish it was the other way around, but I mean, maybe, like I said, I get Caleb a good 5-6 games to get acclimated, but his ass gonna get benched if he don't do what he's supposed to do.
Whew. Chicago fans will shit a brick if that happens.
You really think he'll get benched?
With Ben Johnson, I believe he will.
Oh, hell yeah, he will. He pulled him out of practice.
Right. I mean, Ben Johnson is a no-nonsense coach. I mean, I've been on that ever since before he became to Detroit. I mean, so I believe he would do it, but it really, the ownership, the president, and all that got more say. So I don't know.
Yeah,
let's see. Don't.
All right, let's go to running backs. So we're basically, when I say running backs or receivers or tight end or pass catchers, I mean just including the whole group.
Oh, shit, man. All right, we already have Montgomery, so he's a beast in itself. So I'm gonna say y'all got the Sonic and Knuckles, man. Y'all got us.
All right,
y'all got us. But I mean, Swift is Swifty, but Gibbs is Swift too. So I give it to y'all
for sure. All right, pass catchers, including your tight ends and receivers.
I say us.
Okay.
Now wait a minute. Let me think about that for a minute. I'm kind of even on that one.
Okay.
I mean, if that's all right,
I can give you that.
Yeah, I'm a little even on that because
I think it's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. But I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown's been a all-pro, and I think he's a little bit. He's good shade better than DJ Moore. I don't know what Dunze and I don't know what Burton's got yet.
Yeah, we don't. That's why I was trying to thinking about it because I mean, since they're rookies, we really don't know. We know what they did in college, but we in a big boy league now. So shit. I mean, we gotta just see what they gonna do. Loveland too.
Yeah.
I mean, and we know how Ben Johnson love to run that 2 tight end offense. So y'all know that.
Yeah.
Loveland, Colson Loveland. Let me be the first to tell you that Colson Loveland was my guy at Michigan. Let me tell you.
There you go. So we looked
up.
on
Jay loves Michigan.
That guy didn't talk. He literally played on the field, and he was like, "That's it. That's how you do it."
Yeah.
He was legit. Yeah, he was legit.
Yeah.
All right. This is where you probably got us, Drew, O-line.
Oh, most def. That's here.
Yeah.
I mean, but with the exception of Braxton Jones, there's a little tweaking right there. But if we could get somebody right there. Oh no. We talking offense. My bad. I'm thinking defense. I'm sorry.
You guys have the better O line right now.
Yeah, you do have the better offense.
Yeah,
we got Tooney and you got Dahlman as a center.
Drew Dahlman.
Yeah, but if Darnell Wright punk ass stop going, he just keep giving us penalties, man. He need to calm the fuck down.
Yeah. But one thing I'll say about Ben Johnson is Ben Johnson don't play when it comes to the O-line.
Yeah.
And when he looked at O-line, he's like, this shit sucks. We're gonna trade for
they
Joe
did their thing
Thuney.
on that one. So I give him props
Jonah
for that one.
Jackson, get Dahlman. That was solid. I'll give him
And
that.
as you can see, the Vikings barely touched Caleb. I mean, he got sacked once last night.
Mhm.
And so, but he did his thing.
Well, he's also fast as fuck too.
Yeah. He is
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing he does really well is run with the ball. So
Yeah.
all right, let's move to the defense. Talk to me, D-line.
Man, I mean, y'all got some hitters.
We're missing
know,
one right now.
Yeah,
Big
and
one.
we down to Austin Booker and who else down? Edwards. So you know what? I'm Chi-Town, baby. I'm gonna say us. I can't give y'all everything. Sorry.
No. I think right now y'all's D-line is better than ours.
Right now, absolutely, because
y'all create a lot of pressure with a lot of guys I've never heard of.
Onzarike,
as of one game.
So I would
as of one game.
Still was impressive. Yeah. I mean, Def Taxes and Bears D-line, man. Y'all. I don't know who coaches y'all D-line, man, but y'all always find studs. You mentioned Booker, the Dexter guy.
Defense in general has always been the Bears.
That's our bread and butter. I mean, that's what we known for.
Absolutely,
run the ball and defense.
Quick question, and I know I can trust your answer, man. I got into an argument with this one guy, and he said that Montez Sweat was better than Aiden Hutchinson. Do you believe that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I
told you I'm an honest dude, man. I mean,
he don't foam out of the mouth like some of these idiots do.
Yeah. No. As much as I want to say yes, that's a definite no.
Are you concerned at all with Sweat because he really hasn't been impactful as you expected him to be when you got into the Commanders?
I'm a little concerned with Sweat. I mean, for the simple fact, I mean, a lot of, he had a few injuries that still he undercoverly working with, so that's my concern. And if he get hit the wrong way, we done on that side.
Yeah.
So I wish they would have got Hendrickson to actually bring a little more
Hendricks,
solitude to the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
But
hey, hands off, he's ours. Okay, when he's up for a trade, he's ours.
That would be sick,
bro.
Get Parsons. For the Whackers to get Parsons and the Bears to get Hendrickson, I would die,
man.
Because I'm like, come on, man. Like,
why y'all let go? Why y'all let go Smith though, man? I mean, he was solid.
He's up and down, man. I mean, why did the Bears let him go?
Yeah,
I'm just going with Brad says. That's sometimes you just got to go with your GM. I know that's kind of hard for you guys to understand sometimes because your GM aren't the greatest. But ours built our team,
out, man. That boy's
ours built our team the way it was. So I can't fault him. So
in the defense to protect my GM, without that trade, we wouldn't have none of this. So I give him props just for that and that alone.
Yeah, definitely. I will say this, Drew, about Za'Darius. The Lions got Za'Darius because Aiden went down. If Aiden doesn't go down, I don't think we get Za'Darius.
Yeah,
we need a placeholder to get some kind of pass rushing because your best pass rusher literally broke his leg, and he was going to be out the rest of the year. If Aiden doesn't go down, there's no Za'Darius on the team. So that's the way I look at it.
Now I gotta ask you guys a question. Are you guys concerned with Hutchinson? After the injury, sometimes that's a mental game. Sometimes you don't know if they're gonna be the same as they was.
He looked fine. I mean, he said he was fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he was flying around. He just didn't get.
He got chipped a lot. He got chipped. Yeah.
He just didn't do well. I mean, he gets chip blocked in every game.
Yeah.
But
they paid a lot of
wasn't up to
attention
snuff. When you don't play during a preseason,
right?
They even had a rule for him during the preseason when they were in training camp that he couldn't come back, past it because he was getting in the way all the time. He was the one coming crashing through the offensive line.
Exactly,
he was killing Panay. And this is the reason why I'm not worried about Panay when Micah was on him, because if Aiden's killing him, I know Panay is going to do the same. I mean, Mike is going to kill this Panay too, but I wasn't worried about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think Aiden is he'll be fine. He just needs a couple of games to get himself together, and he'll be fine.
Yeah, and you got to
And
think
then-
about it too.
I'm going to say I'm not concerned about his injury because working in healthcare and understanding a little bit about, bones, and when you have an injury like that the bones should be stronger than ever. What really worries me about Aiden Hutchinson is that he can be a hell of a player against certain teams and like linemen, but then there's certain games where it's just like he is ineffective, like last week against the Packers. Now, you're going to pay him now. I mean, I'm expecting him to get a contract, $45+ million.
Better show up. That's all I got to say. This
have to
week.
show up. Like
better.
that type of contract are for the Max Crosbys, the Garrett Wilsons, and stuff like that. Aiden Hutchinson got to prove it. I believe that he is capable of it. I'm not really too worried. I just want to see it. Still early on, and I know he can do it.
You know what, man? But real talk, one thing I can say, and a lot of Lions fans trying to give me shit for this, but man, the absence of Johnson and Glenn, I feel, is affecting y'all. I mean, you could tell me if I'm wrong or not. Maybe it's just one game. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you you're wrong because
Yeah,
Johnson, when he was here, he had a complete offensive line.
yeah.
Mhm.
You see, the first thing he did when he went to Chicago was
He
build that
revamped the
offensive
line.
line.
Yeah,
Ben
exactly.
Johnson is serious about that. He cannot run plays without a strong offensive line.
Mhm.
That's why he was killing half the league last year because we had a strong offensive line. When we're missing Ragnow and we got a rookie and a half on that line, you see what Green Bay was doing. They were just keying in on the inside offensive line.
Right.
And
They weren't even, it wasn't even about the outside the
And-
tackles. It was about the inside of the line. So
And also too, our GM's more about drafting and developing his talent. And so this is one of those processes where these guys he drafted, he believes in them and he knows that they'll be good at some point. It's just going to take time.
So-
That's just the reality of what's going on.
So you said Aaron
I'm
Glenn
on the
or
outside looking in, so that's
You
why
said
I
Aaron
asked the question. I'm on the outside looking in.
you said Aaron Glenn or Ben Johnson.
Both.
He said both.
Oh, well, I agree with B. I think that it's just a couple pieces that's been moved around, and that's what kind of throws the Lions off on the offensive side. Now with Aaron Glenn, I'm going to say no, and reason being is because I believe Aaron Glenn coached Shep up enough to where he can handle that team, right? It's almost like handing the keys to your franchise off to that
Yeah,
quarterback.
and he's gonna need time too. And he's got a murderous row coming up. He's got Caleb and then Lamar and Burrow.
That's the game and how to be a good defensive coordinator because that wasn't really our biggest problem and why the Lions lost. It was because of the offensive side and the defense never really had a chance to catch up and make plays. So, only time will tell because I won't make that real assumption until maybe after week 6, week 7, and we'll see what.
But one thing I can say, boys, whoever lose next week gonna be 0-2. It's gonna be a problem.
He's gonna be in the basement.
Yeah,
possibly
a must-win thing. I believe
Yeah.
now. I believe for you guys, I'm going to ask you this question. With the addition of Ben Johnson and a couple other players and coaches as well, do you think that this is a must-win for your team to get into the playoffs? This game coming up here.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I mean, football is mental. I mean, I know it's a physical sport, but it's mental. So if you go down 0-2, man, it's gonna take a mental.
The odds are very, very slim to make the playoffs unless you're the Bengals.
And look at the division we in. Come on now, we got to win this one.
Exactly.
I'm sorry for y'all, but we got to win this one.
No, understandable. All right.
It got to be a loser. It got to be y'all. So sorry.
I mean, we got to win. We got to win just like y'all got to win.
Hey,
So
you got to come take it from our house. That's all I got to say.
Right.
Let's wrap up the segment. Then we'll get into more talk about the.
Okay,
the
cool.
Linebackers. I'm leaning towards y'all, man.
Yeah,
I like Jack, but I mean, I'll say this: I was happy to see Barnes play well. That is a positive sign.
Yeah, he was solid. He was solid, but
if Barnes can ball out, man, then we're cooking.
But
I say right now, y'all,
the combination of Edwards and Edmonds. I think we got. Love you, Drew. I love you too,
there, buddy.
There you go. Shout out.
Yeah, man. I definitely think that Chicago has the better linebackers.
All right. Secondary.
I
Oh,
kind of
go
disagree with that. I think that linebackers as a whole, you're talking about linebackers as a whole.
Right.
The Lions got
The
a
unit.
good linebacking core. They don't have one guy that stands out. And we had this conversation before with somebody else about their linebacking core versus ours.
Mhm.
Remember that? I think that there's a couple of, I think it was, I don't know if it was Minnesota or Green Bay, but anyway, they had they have two good linebackers, but where's the drop off after that? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where we have like steady linebackers, you can bring a guy in there. I mean, Campbell,
I think their starters
Campbell
are better
and
than
Anzalone and
ours.
Barnes are decent linebackers.
From an overall perspective, I get what you said, but I still think we got y'all ass. That's just my opinion.
Yeah,
I'm leaning towards that. I'm leaning towards that.
I think the Lions just have a little bit more depth, and I think
I give you that.
Yeah,
I think the Lions,
and that's what you was trying to say too, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Now, Drew, I ask this question to every Bear fan: would you rather have the linebackers you have now or Roquan Smith?
What we have now. Reason why I say that, I mean, Roquan was good, but Roquan started a lot of shit in the locker room, and that a lot of people don't know about. I mean, I got inside connects.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he started a lot of shit. So it was like he's another who was a shit starter. I can't think of nobody right.
Khalil Mack.
Maybe.
Khalil.
So it was a culture fit with Roquan.
It was,
That's why y'all
got
rid of him.
Fit. Now his just based off talent. Ooh,
no, come on, man. Roquan Smith's a dog on the field, man. He's one of the best linebackers out there.
I give it to Roquan.
You know what? To tell you the truth, I'm gonna tell you this. Roquan played his best football when Khalil Mack was there, because Khalil Mack took a lot of heat, and then Roquan was he was the cleanup guy.
Yeah,
he was cleaning up everything.
But when you talk about like a physical specimen, a guy that's got the size, the speed, and the ability to cover, Roquan is that guy. Like I saw him at Georgia, like playing like that. Like he's a dude.
Oh yeah, he was a bulldog, bro.
He's 101. Yeah.
He was
all right. Secondary. Come on, you know you're gonna say it. You gotta say it. Come on.
Just say it, Drew.
Just say it, man. You'll feel better about it.
You guys.
We need that. We need that applause. That little applause thing. Thing.
You guys got it. Okay, you guys got it.
All right, that was easy. All right, special teams.
Special teams. Us.
Are you just factoring Duvernay? Is that why?
I mean, Tory Taylor by himself, bro, is just a beast of his own. I mean, I don't even gotta say nobody else, just Tory Taylor.
No, we got a pretty damn good kicker, and we got a good
guy
too.
Possibly the best punter in the game.
We got the best one of the best kickers. We got one of the best punters in the league.
Yeah, that nobody talks about.
Yeah.
All right, Bates.
You forgot Khalid. You forgot Khalid.
Cairo is solid, bro. He had a bad game yesterday, but Cairo is solid.
Yeah, he's not solid like Fox. Fox is always at the top of the.
I will say this: you got the return game on us. Duvernay is a hell of a returner. I don't know what our return game looks like. Sailors is the only one I saw that was returning the ball, and he looked terrible.
But Bates,
I don't like any of the special teams going on in Detroit right now. I mean, together. The punter, the only things that I thank God we got, because return
money Bates. Yeah, we got to talk to Fib about that one. All right, and finally, Coach.
I like Dan Campbell.
That's all you gotta say, bro.
Yeah, I mean, because I just like his attitude. I really don't know being like that yet. I mean, I know him from like what people tell me about, Lions fans tell me about him and all that stuff, but we still got to get to know him. But I just love Dan Campbell's attitude. I love his grit. I love everything about Dan Campbell. So, I mean, realistically, I'm going to say him for you. Y'all got it.
Awesome. Ben Johnson, I'm going to tell you something about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson for all intents and purposes, and I'm not saying this to be funny about it, he's an asshole. And there's a good reason for him to be an asshole because he's an egomaniac. That's why he wants everything perfect. That's why he gets on Caleb about the offense and says and takes shots at him during press conferences because he wants Caleb to be better. He said, look, I put this damn offensive line together. You need to be doing better as a quarterback and get us down the field. Not just because I script you plays for the first part of the game. You got to take control after that. And that's something that he's going to keep coming after Caleb. And you're right. If he doesn't like something, 6, 7, 8 games from here, he might just put in there, secret budget, man.
Yeah, and let's call a spade a spade. The only reason why he went to the Bears was because of Caleb Williams. I remember when he made that comment about Caleb after we played him. And the guy I was like, damn, he's going to the Bears. That's what I told people around me that he's going to the Bears. Like, now, when you make that comment.
How was Ben Johnson with golf? I mean, pretty much the same way. Do you think?
Goff's a veteran, man. I mean, let me tell you something really quick about Caleb, man. And you can agree or disagree on this. What I've seen so far, he's a very immature person. He pouts a lot, and the thing is, Ben Johnson is an ass, but he's also like a drill sergeant. He runs his team to perfection, and if Caleb can't get on that boat and understand that he's got to do whatever Ben Johnson says, it's not going to work. And
I totally agree with you.
Yeah, he's got to clean shit up.
And, like I said, I try to be as realistic as possible. That's why I think Bajent runs the offense so well because Bajent has that type of drill sergeant. Hey, these are orders. I'm gonna carry them out.
Bajent's like, whatever you gotta say, coach. Whatever you gotta do. Yeah. Caleb's like, I'll think about it. Or
Bajent is your Goff, basically, because that's what Goff was doing. I mean, he was doing his own thing because he's a professional and he's been in a league for a while. He's been to a Super Bowl, but at the same time, he's always taken criticism. He'll say that in interviews. When anybody has an interview with Goff, I take criticism. I try to get better. Blah blah blah. That's not what I'm seeing out of Caleb. Caleb, I don't know if he's immature. I think what he is, he's still trying to be in his USC days where they gave him they basically didn't coach him up. He just played. He went out there and did what the hell he had to do. And that's what he feels that he wants to do on this team is do whatever he wants to do. And Ben ain't going for that. Hell no, you're playing within the offense. And if you can't do that, then we'll get somebody that can. Much to the chagrin of your front office. I'm sure he's told the front office that said, look, this dude ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing by a certain amount of time in my offense. We got to seriously look to go somewhere else. I'm sure he said that. And he's very outspoken about stuff like that too.
And to piggyback on what B's saying, like, look at yesterday's game. Like, the scripted plays, he was fine. He checked down. He made the right plays. It was good. When he was off script, he was terrible. And he didn't adjust to the blitz that Flores brought. And he had a lot of wide open players that he could not hit. And he had a lot of empty drives. And so you saw the good and bad of Caleb once again. And it's concerning, because Ben Johnson's not going to wait around for him to figure it out. They got to win games now. You just mentioned right now. I mean, we're going to kick his ass when he comes to Detroit. And I want to see what the writers are going to say after that game about Caleb, because it's only going to get louder, especially in Chicago.
So this y'all revenge tour, huh?
Yeah, always.
We always have a revenge tour.
We always got to beat the rivals, man. We just lost to the Packers, dude. Everybody's writing us off.
Personal,
they're going to kick
it's
y'all's
more personal because of Ben Johnson.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah, and that too. I mean, you know what? When Ben Johnson went to Chicago, I was like, man, fuck that dude. But
exactly, that's what I thought too.
But
fuck that guy.
After why you kind of get over that. I hope he does succeed as long as it's not against us. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I hope he does succeed because he is a good coach.
And the funny thing, I was telling someone, a Detroit fan, yesterday, matter of fact, that y'all lost last year because Ben Johnson was focused on the Chicago job and he had his head in his ass and not focused on you.
100%, bro. 100%. He was talking to y'all while he was trying to game plan for the Commanders.
Him and AG. I ain't putting it. I'm not going for AG either. AG did the same damn thing. That's why our defense was misaligned a lot of times in that game because they were worried about going to different teams. I think that should never happen. They should never allow that. You should not allow any coach to talk to anybody until their season is all the way over.
Exactly. I got you.
All right, let's get into the X's and O's. Drew, talk to us. What are you looking to see with your Bears going against us?
Well, first of all, we're gonna have to shut down that run game because Sonic and Knuckles. We're gonna have to do a similar thing that. Well, I want to do a similar thing that the Packers did, but it's gonna be a little different. So we're gonna have to shut down that run game. We're gonna have to be on Golf's ass because I know he's gonna try to throw some shit. We're gonna have to our special teams. I just want to say mainly it's the run game. It's getting to Golf. Our Sweat has to get to Golf. He gonna have to shut his ass down early so he could, get in his head mentally so he could be calm. And what else I want to see?
What do you want to see from Caleb?
I just want to see some accuracy, bro. I really want to see some accuracy. I want you to, when, like you said, when you get off script, I want to see the fact that you can adjust to it, make the play,
right?
Get it to him. Don't go over his head. Don't do all that no crazy shit. Just keep it simple. 1, 2, 3. Throw it. If you don't see it, throw that shit out of bounds. I just want him to just be more accurate, bro. That's it. Because he has it. He has the legs. He can run, but it's just his accuracy that's fucking us up.
Yeah, he needs to read a blitz better too.
Yeah,
because as soon as Flores turned that blitz on, dude, that guy, he was so discombobulated that sometimes I was like, he don't know where the hell he's going.
He took away those checkdowns. That's what he was eating at earlier. He's eating on those checkdowns, and then Flores like, fuck that, man, we're coming.
And
after
if you think about it, that was very good play calling by Flores, because I think what Flores was doing that whole game, and that's why Chicago was moving the ball up and down on Minnesota in the first half, is because he was waiting for those script plays to be done.
Yep.
And he said, you know what? I'm going to start throwing blitzes at him. And in the second half, what did he start doing? Throwing blitzes at him. And that's what screwed Caleb away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't check down out of a lot of things. He's got to read those blitz a lot, but I'm sure Ben's getting in his ass about that too. Dude,
as we speak.
You're a second-year quarterback, dude. You're supposed to be reading these blitzes.
He's got to do better pre-snap too.
And he's got to stop holding on to the ball. That's another thing. Dude. Half your sacks came off and you stopped holding on to the ball.
That intentional grounding was so bad, bro. So bad. And it came at the worst time too.
See, y'all picked the right time to get me out here to expose. Huh?
I mean, this is the thing about Chicago. And I'm going to tell you something. I tell everybody this that's in the NFC North or people. I hate Chicago. I just don't like Chicago. I don't like any teams in Chicago. I just hate Chicago. That's just me. But at the same time, I'm fair to everybody in this division. And when I said that Chicago could be one of those teams that all four of us could go to the playoffs in this division.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
And Chicago being one of those.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that you guys may win the division, because that's going to be hard just within the three other teams you got in this division. But I can see you guys getting like a 9-8, 10-7 or something like that and get in the playoffs. I can see it. You got you have the pieces in place. It's just when everything gels, when Caleb plays well, that's the running game's got to be a little bit better. But other than that, you guys got it.
Yeah,
you can get in the playoffs.
Drew, on B's point,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was going to ask you about Swift because B brought up the running game. What do you feel about Swift? How do you feel? Because it seems like it was hard to get him some yards, and we know Swift. That's kind of been the bread and butter with him, even with Detroit. He's not a guy that's going to get a lot of big gashes and big runs. I didn't see a lot of Roshan. I didn't see any Magai or whatever the guy's name is.
Managai,
yeah. I didn't see any of those dudes really out there. Were you surprised that Swift got so much of the carries?
He had to because Roshan is still injured.
Okay,
Roshan Johnson's still injured. So I mean that's what we was missing. We was missing that physical, type of fullback body that to run over that, like Montgomery. That's what we needed.
Yeah.
But I mean, all we had. I mean, Swift. I just think he just got to get those little preseason clinks off him. I'm not worried about Swift, honestly, man. Swift gonna be Swift. Y'all know Swift. He was so you know what he's capable of. It's just the fact he got to just get out of his own way and just try to, figure it out. But I'm not worried about Swift, honestly, for the long haul. I think he's going to be solid.
Talk to me about your secondary, man. Is Wright out for the year? What happened with Wright? And you think Jalen Johnson's going to play this week? And Gordon?
They still kind of iffy. I think they won't be back to week 3.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that they won't. But I think Jalen is trying to make because just for this game, I think Ben is trying to get everybody ready. So Ben wants the whole crew ready for y'all.
Oh, facts. Exactly.
So I think now I think they're going to play. I think they're going to play just off the fact it's you. Now, if it was go ahead.
Oh, I said, what about Wright? He went out the game. Is he okay? What's the situation on him?
No, Wright is okay. But I'm worried more about Moore because Moore
he played. He came back.
Yeah, he did come back.
Yeah, he did, but he's still banged up.
No.
He's still banged up.
Why are you running him at running back, dog? You got him at running back. Like, come on, man.
No. That's Ben Johnson's way. That's his offense. Yeah. He did that with Amon St. Brown too for him. He's not going to run. Yeah. He's not going to run DJ Moore every time. That's not the point. Like they were talking about that too, and I
but when you're banged up, you don't want to be taking extra hits. Yeah, you want to be taking extra hits.
He wasn't banged up at the time when he was running. Now, I don't think they're going to put him in too many running positions.
Yeah, hopefully not
for a while.
But as far as Wright. But as far as Wright, though, I mean, that's kind of a up in the air type of thing. I think once we find out the report, it'll be more of a, give you a better answer.
Yeah, he didn't come back in the game. That's what I was asking, and he had a massive limp when he was. I thought he pulled something or tore something because it was a non-contact injury.
Yeah,
and you always worry about those situations. B, talk to me about what the Lions got to do to get the victory, man.
They got that offensive line's got to be stronger. I mean, that's all it really comes down to. The offense, the defense plays how the offense plays. So if the defense is continually defending stuff because the offense can't move the ball, then that's going to be a problem. The offensive line needs to do a lot better. I mean, there was periods of a time in the Packers game, as bad as that Packers game was to the Lions, they were moving up and down the field. It just took them 5 years.
They made mistakes.
9-10 play drives, that wears your offense out a little bit, gives your defense a little bit more life, which I think helped them in the second half. But at the same time, you can't go 1 for 4 in the red zone either.
No,
so
can't do that.
Goff had to make. Well, I don't think he made a bad decision. I just think that Micah was part of that decision when he threw that interception. You can't. And the thing about the Lions' offense, that's a worse place, especially for a quarterback like Goff, to have a weak offensive line because they come up the middle. And this is every quarterback in general, but one that's not athletic like Goff, that's a sloth back there basically. And he's a pocket passer. I'm pure pocket passer. You get in his face, he's going to get flustered.
Oh, yeah.
If that was Lamar Jackson back there, that'd be a different story. But it's not Lamar Jackson back there. Exactly. He's not running around. So they really got to protect him in this game. If they don't, because Chicago still has a good defense. I mean, they don't have a Micah Parsons on their defense. But if you're concentrating on that middle of that line and you're sending in blitzes through there, dude, and you got a rookie and a half rookie and a guy that doesn't, center is his natural position, but he hasn't played that in a while.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's not Ragnow either.
No, hell no.
So, I mean, I think that's the big key of the game, just like it was, Green Bay. So
Drew, let me ask you this question. Are you concerned at all with your defense? Because like in the first 3 quarters, y'all made JJ McCarthy's life a living hell. But in the fourth quarter, I'm not gonna lie, man. He tore y'all apart. What happened in that game, and then how do you feel going forward?
Man, well, a lot of them calls was bullshit that they was giving us, man. Like the one with what's his name? I can't pronounce his name for nothing. Abadanayo. That.
Oh yeah, the Colt guy. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Come on, man. I mean, okay, he had his hand under. They said it was a choke or something, but I mean, I just thought it was bullshit. But a lot of times, though, sometimes the calls affect things, bro. Like, I mean, people don't understand. I think of football more as mental than physical. And a lot of times when you get the wrong call, or sometimes it throws your mojo off. So I just think that they need to be more. They just need more adequate to not making stupid ass mistakes. The defense gonna be the defense, man. That's self-explanatory. I don't even need to get into our defense. It's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And knowing Dennis Allen, he ain't finna play with y'all.
Jay,
I don't know if y'all follow Dennis Allen or have been following him in the Saints.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Sure. He's an aggressive defensive coordinator.
So I should say you already know what time it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's time for Goff to kick some ass. Jay, what question you got for Drew?
Or get his ass kicked.
No. Yeah, I do have a question for him. And I want to ask him, how do you think that your defense will fare against this offense? I don't know if you guys asked that question. Reason being is because I think that Detroit obviously is better than Minnesota on offense because you got well-rounded receivers and you got a good run game. Do you think that your team will be good enough to neutralize both the passing game and the run game?
I mean, my main concern is the second half. I think we could do it with going into the first half, but I think the second half is going to be the true test because, after you get established, seeing what somebody going to, see what people throw out, you kind of could guess, what is coming.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is that
no, Jay, is that yours? Somebody's mic's.
Somebody mic.
Yeah, somebody's mic. Let me see.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
So, but I do have. But y'all got Sonic and Knuckles, bro. That's one of the. I think y'all have one of the best backs in the game. So I think that I do have concern with those guys.
We got to run the football, man. There's just no doubt about it. We have to run the football. That's our bread and butter. Everything is based on running the football. Exactly.
That's y'all. Y'all, of course, y'all got St. Brown, but hey, if Jalen Johnson back, I don't know, bro.
What about J-Mo? Who's going to cover J-Mo?
Or Tesla.
Or Sam Laporta.
Yep.
That's
or Gibby.
And then too, it also too depends on if Wright gonna be back or not. See, it's a lot of unknowns right now, so I don't know what the hell going on.
Yeah. We'll have more clarification with the injury report, but Drew, we're gonna wrap up the segment. Want to thank you for coming on, man, and giving the love to your Bears. Give us a prediction, give us a bold take, whatever you want, man. The floor is yours. And if you have any podcasts or anything, social media you want to promote, shout it out, man.
Okay, well, we have the group NFL Below the Belt on Facebook, y'all. If y'all want to come check it out, we talk a lot of shit. We analyze, we do good things. Nate know that. Nate the Great know that. So y'all check it out. My prediction is, of course, I'm gonna go with the Chicago Bears beating them Detroit Lions.
Ah.
Yes, sir. It's going. I'm going with a close game. Bears. I'm going with a close game.
What's the score, Drew? What's the score?
27-24.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah,
high scoring game.
Close game.
I think we're going to kick Benedict Johnson.
That's going to be a high scoring game. You said 27-34?
No, 27-24.
Oh, okay.
27-24. Okay. Bold take, real quick. Give me a bold take for the game.
Bold take? I say I'm going to give it to Caleb this time. Caleb is going to throw for 250 yards.
How many tutties?
Oh, I do that make a laugh.
You could have went higher than that, Big Drew.
No, I'm gonna just be. I'm trying to be fair. How many
tutties? How many tutties? This is a bold take, boss.
Tutties. We get I say 6.
Damn. Woo-wee. Lions fans will be crying all day if that happens. All right. Well, Drew, much appreciation for coming on the show. Thank you for fucking representing the Chicago Bears, because we know that we've tried to have people on
somebody
here
came out here from Chicago
over and over,
Damn.
and they're
Yes,
fucking pussies
man,
and don't want to come on the
man.
show. So thank you for repping. And you said you were, man. So I appreciate you being a man of your word. You're always welcome back on the show.
All right, bro. I appreciate y'all, man.
All right.
When we see you again, man, I hope you can come back on.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let me know anytime, bro. It's all good.
For sure. We got you, man.
Sweet.
Take care.
And that way,
Right,
that's how I be more prepared with some reports and things of that nature.
You good, bro? You
were good. You were great. You were outstanding.
You're fantastic, man. Everything we wanted.
Right, bro.
Take it
All
easy,
right,
bro.
take care, man.
Sorry, I didn't get the actually
brother.
Texans.
All right. All
Good
right,
fella.
guys. Now we bring back Liz and her Texan live with Liz with the Texans. Fire away,
guys.
Liz. It's your show.
Okay. I'll not take up too much of your time, guys, but I don't know where my Texans fans are, but I know we're pretty sad. We're coming off just week 1, losing pretty bad. So let's just get into it. So the major concerns that I saw when I was looking at the game was O-line. Like, there was no protection for Stroud at all. Like, Stroud took so many hits. Missy, it was just a lot. And then the injuries, the penalties, you name it, Houston was just everywhere. And we entered the game, I felt like it was real confident that the team had, Stroud was just, he was on fire, but for some reason we just couldn't pull through. And what's crazy was that, it's only week 1. I'm not jumping the ship. I would never jump the shit. Texans is my team. But the thing is just the turnovers at the most was just heartbreaking. I'm trying to remember this guy's name. The Rams linebacker, I think it was Landman. He forced a fumble, and it was just sad all around. And so for me, the Texans defense, there was also a lot of issues there. Houston had so many opportunities to get on Stanford, so many. And what's crazy is he's 37 years old. They should have got this old dude, but they didn't. And so it was just it was pitiful to watch, because it was just where are y'all at? Are y'all at the same game? Are y'all thinking y'all are at home? No, y'all are at SoFi. It was just ridiculous. And that Rams wide receiver, not Nakua.
Nakua, yeah.
He did. Shout out to him. He did great. It was 10 passes for 130 yards. That's great, but not great for us. We sucked. If I'm just putting it out there, we sucked. And so I'm trying to remember something, but I don't remember. But for us, I'm already over week 1. I'm already over just
same. I think we all feel the same way. Yeah.
What we did wrong, I couldn't even say what we did even right. We didn't even do anything right. Well, somewhat. Stroud was on fire. He did do what he had to do, but he got scared at certain moments. He got scared on the field of what I was seeing. And I couldn't even, I was at a restaurant, and so the whole game, I couldn't even eat my burger because I was just so mad. And so now we're moving on to week 2. We got Tampa Bay. And I watched their game as well because I wanted to study the quarterback, Mr. Mayfield. I think for the matchups, for what we need to focus, what Texans needed to focus on is Anderson and Hunter. I believe their ability to pressure Mayfield will be crucial. It will be. And for the Tampa Bay, their right tackle, Luke, I don't even know how to say his name. Godika,
Godika,
yeah, he just got a new deal.
Yeah,
Godiki.
Yeah, he just $90 million. $90 million.
A lot of
So
money in him.
I'm like, he has $90 million. He got some money. So is he gonna come to play? Bet your bottom dollar he is.
I hope so. They paid him.
Yeah, they paid him, and so it's a key protector for Mayfield, to be honest. Like his
Right, 'cause we're
performance
still out.
against the Texans and so the Texans pass rush, I don't know, it's just a lot. Like we need to come in clutch. So as far as the Texans as well, our center is out. We know that. And the Texans cornerback, I think it's McCullum and Stingley. I don't know how I feel about this guy still. I didn't like how he was playing either. Anyways, like he needs to contain the Buccaneers receiving corps, like honestly. And that Mayfield, like what I want defense to do is stay on Mayfield the whole 4 quarters. And that rookie, I think he's the rookie
Abuka.
Akuba. Okay, he played fantastic. And like he played really good. And just see, like he caught 4 passes for 67 yards, 2 touchdowns in his debut for week 1. Like Texans need to come in clutch. Like that game was crazy. But like that's what the Texans need to do is stay on those guys. So how that's for me, like, okay, week 1's done. Now we got game day, Monday Night Football in Houston. Like our offensive line protections, like we need to stay on it. Like the O-line must provide Stroud with better protection. They need to execute the game plan effectively and efficiently. I feel like this past game, there was no communication. They needed like just step up.
I was going to ask you about that because we talked about this at the beginning of the season with those Texans. We talked about that offensive line giving up those offensive players that were good. And you can see why. It wasn't that Stroud played bad. It's just his offensive line wasn't giving him time to do nothing.
He doesn't trust his line.
Yes.
And you could tell he needs to trust his line, to be honest. Like I get it. We have some players out. I get that. But Stroud needs to trust his line, just as like he trusts his God and his faith. He needs to trust that line, and that's why there was miscommunication.
You know something else. I think a lot of people aren't addressing the elephant in the room. He's missing one of his targets outside of Nico Collins, Tank Dell.
I know
that was a massive.
But he has Chubbs. He didn't utilize him at all, and that's the thing. Like Chubbs can get it down there. Chubbs can make touchdowns. Like, but he didn't trust him.
You probably had the same issue that the Lions had, though, with the offensive line. And like I said, the majority of your offensive line is the middle, too, that got traded out or, they sent out of there. So a lot of that pressure was coming up in the middle. And, of course, if the pressure is coming up the middle, you're not going to be able to run the ball.
Exactly.
So Chubbs, and just coming back, I mean, if Mixon was there, it might have been a little bit better for you guys. But Chubbs, I'm just not trusting Chubbs. I'm not. Where was Damian Pierce at? That's what I want to know.
And that brings up my point too, Liz. Like, were you surprised in that last drive where the fumble happened and pretty much ended the game?
No.
Awungawale, I think is his name, was running the ball. Why wasn't Chubbs in there or like B said Pearson? Like,
Damian Pierce,
were you surprised this other guy was in there? And
no, I wasn't surprised because they were done. The team was done. They were like, you know what? It's week 1. We don't care. Let's just get out of here. Let's get out of California right now, because that's what the issue is. They just let it go. Just like all those like they were just letting everything go. First, second, third, and fourth quarter. Like, because they were just mad. They were just upset. But that's not how you win ball games. You guys need to just come back together. Like, I get it. We're missing a lot of great players, but those other players can be great if they just run the dang ball and protect.
That's why you pay. That's why you pay them that money.
They need more time to gel.
Yeah.
And I think that it was a big mistake on the GM's part not to pay Laramie Tunsil.
It is.
I know he getting up there in age and everything, but that guy, he's like once in a lifetime kind of tackle.
They just traded him. It wasn't. I don't think it was even about a contract issue. They
No
just
matter-
traded
No,
him.
they just traded him.
They traded him
Yeah,
and the
straight up.
one of the guards that was really good.
And no matter what it is, you want to keep a guy like that around because that's like confidence for your up and coming quarterback. CJ Stroud is in his second year, so this is his third year now. So it's like
Just third year.
you want to be able to have a guy like that your quarterback can lean on and know, you know what, he has my side, he has my best interest, and I know he's going to be that wall to protect me. And I don't really know what the Texans were doing when they got rid of those players. Are they trying to free up cap space for some other people, or what are you doing? But that was kind of like a cutting off your nose to spite your face kind of thing, you know.
I kind of feel like they just felt that they were better off without him. As crazy as that sounds, you know.
Yeah, and it's
You're
wild.
wrong.
It's like you didn't replace him with anyone, you know.
Exactly.
You replace him with anybody who can bring that type of like play to that offensive line. So you really just lost your best offensive lineman.
Yeah,
We did.
basically.
We did.
Good.
Basically, that's what they did.
So,
Basically,
And
they
unfortunately, you're not getting
with an ugly
you're not going to
woman.
get any breaks when Tampa Bay comes to town.
Yeah, Bay's got a
No,
dang good D line. Yeah,
They do.
Fancy,
They do. What I
Vita
witnessed, they
Vea.
do.
Shaq Barrett. Yeah,
Yeah, they do. Like
What's that guy's name? Kalijah Cansey.
yeah. Cansey, Vita Vea, Shaq Barrett. Yeah,
Those are monsters, dude. You know,
and Bowles
you got-
loves to blitz.
And this
Well,
game,
well,
I'm going to tell you too. Another thing is, if Tristan Wirth comes back, I think he's coming back this game. Pretty sure he is. I think he missed the first game because he was, but the second game he should be back. You got a left tackle and a right tackle that just got paid at a really good left. That's gonna stop Hunter and Will Anderson a little bit more.
Absolutely.
So your defense isn't going to be that effective either. So that's another thing you got to watch. You better hope Tristan Wirth isn't playing.
You know, the matchup I want to see in that game is Mike Evans, Godwin, and Akuba going against Lassiter and Stingley. Abuka, I'm sorry. God, I didn't get the guy's name right. Yeah, I think McMillan's out.
Right. Oh, is he?
Yeah, he got hurt like in the preseason. But
I
want to see. Yeah, I want to see those guys go after, Stingley and Lassiter because those are two really good cornerbacks, and your safeties are pretty solid too. But Mike Evans is a fucking beast, man. We've played against Mike Evans all the time, and I don't care who you put up there. You could put Deion Sanders against him.
Tell me really quick, am I crazy for making this comp? Mike Evans kind of remind me of a Larry Fitzgerald. Always consistent, got hands, can make those long catches.
Mike Evans is one of one because when you look at the size of him and the speed and the way he's able to get off his break, I would say he's kind of a poor man's Calvin because he's not the jumping ability of Calvin or the athleticism, but the guy is pure power and he's got speed and he can catch anything.
That's also, and let's also address something as well. They got two good running backs over there in Bucky Irvin and what's his name?
White.
Those guys they can bite off. Those guys are both that are capable of biting off 5.5 yards per carry if they need to. And they make those runs. So,
they also have Riddick. I think
Hassan Riddick,
Yeah.
They got Hassan too. That D line's pretty sick.
No, it is because he's the one that destroys all the quarterbacks, no matter who he's playing. Yeah. So that's like one of the things I was looking at is like how he's hunting the quarterbacks is how he's going to be hunting Stroud. Like he's going to be looking for that open, and he's going to take it. And
if y'all are already weak at the O line, kind of like we are, it's going to have to be short passes. Short passes and get that running game going. Like
get it going.
Get Chubbs or
run
Pierce
the damn ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is. So so looking ahead for me, the Texans just need to watch out for Mayfield and can't say his name. Ibaka and Riddick for sure.
Akuba.
Riddick for sure. So to my Texans fans who are watching, hopefully y'all guys better start saying your prayers and lighting up them candles because We're gonna need it. We're
Do you
gonna
have- do
need
you have a
it
prediction?
because, well, my prediction is the Texans are gonna win. We're gonna
We
pull
know
through
that already. What's the score?
somehow.
And give me a bold take.
Okay, so the score for me is Texans 27, Tampa. Let's do 20. Let's do 20.
Well,
Mm.
fairly close.
And what was your other question?
Bold prediction. Just give me whatever.
I feel like Stroud's going to be running a lot, and he's going to be making touchdowns. That's just
Running.
my prediction.
Okay.
Yeah, like running to get a touchdown.
But he's gonna be
yeah.
gonna be doing this while he's running.
Yeah. I mean, he needs to pull through because these field goals ain't gonna win games. Like these.
How many
field goals,
touchdowns, Liz? How many touchdowns Stroud gonna have?
I want to say 4.
4. All right.
4 or 5. Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, going Big Drew.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He gets 4 touchdowns. Okay. Jeez. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what I'm going with.
Marty.
I'm gonna say this about Stroud, and I said this last year, and I got a lot of crap for it. Like, he's regressed a little bit. Okay, I know he's lost some of his weapons, but people were putting this guy as one of the best quarterbacks, the next up and coming quarterbacks out there, and he's regressed a little bit. And it doesn't help that he got rid of his O-line, his tackle, and all that, and receivers. But the fact is, I need to see more from Stroud, just confidence in himself. You know,
No, for sure.
He had a quote earlier, and I sent this to Liz, that basically he said that he felt that they came out lackadaisical and that they came out just going through the motions. This is your quarterback talking. Your quarterback is saying that literally they didn't give a shit, and they showed up.
They didn't.
And they just wanted to leave. Like that was a pretty damning statement right there.
Yeah, but that should have been on him as well because he's the quarterback.
Exactly.
It should have been on him and Ryan's coach and quarterback. So for him to even say, like, I know you had sent me that statement, and I did read the Houston Chronicle, but he shouldn't have even said that because then that's making him look bad.
I agree.
And he already looked bad the whole game. Like
That's something you keep in the locker room. Yeah, you don't.
If people, like you don't put it in your interview. Like if you're standing out to be man of God for sure. You're standing out to be great leadership, great communication. But where was that in week 1? Where was that at this game? It was nowhere to be found. So he should have just, to be honest, he should have just shut it.
Yeah.
And come week 2 ready.
Room. Yeah, just talk to him in the locker room. Don't air that.
I don't care where you're gonna keep it, but don't air it out because now us fans are looking at you different. Like we're looking at you like, wait, we have this quarterback for what? Like, what is he gonna do this whole season? I mean, it's just an opener.
A little bit better of these guys.
I'm frustrated with those. I'm frustrated with the Texans. I love them though. They're my team. I'm ride or die regardless. But the thing is like you need to just buff it up more, dude. Like buff it up more. You lost. I mean, Mixon, great guy. Dell, great guy. That's my guy. Love him. But
it just seems like they don't have an identity of what they want. Come
on.
You got talent.
Jay, you took the words out of my mouth.
You know, it's like, what are you going to be? Are you going to be a team that's a good passing team, a balanced? You know, we know you got a lot of talent on the team, especially on the defense.
So much talent. So much talent. So use it. Use it. Like your problem is with Stroud. I'm sorry, Nate. Your problem is like he didn't trust them enough to win that game in California.
Right.
Like if he would have just trusted them better.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nate.
No. Finish your saying. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just saying that Stroud just needs to come. Him and Ryan's need to pull up a plan somewhere, and not just an A, B, C plan. Like go A through Z and Z back to A because that's what you're going to need to win against Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and just real quick on the identity, I think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Liz, but they came into the season knowing that they're going to have to rely a lot on their defense because their defense is elite defense. Yeah. And the fact is that because of the lack of struggles on the O-line, they knew that just like us, it's going to take time for that offense to start really gelling, to where the defense is legit. But the defense let you down in that game because Stafford had all the time in the world. He could have baked a cake and ate it. So, all right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. But I'm still go Texans.
Yeah.
All day.
You should be.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, thanks, Liz. Thanks, Liz, for that. We'll report. You'll report to us next week, hopefully with a dub.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll be reporting with a dub. Yeah.
Yeah. Because week 3 we're in Jacksonville. So.
Ooh, that has to be good.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be a good game. But
you can't lose the next. You can't lose this last game. Oh, sorry. Go
ahead. No, I was just saying, like, for next Tuesday, we'll do a recap, and hopefully the Texans do have the win on their belt because we're gonna need it. And I just need that same hunger during how they were all hyped up during preseason. I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need them to drink whatever they need to drink, eat what they need to eat, and let's go. So we'll recap on that.
They're going home for some cooking, so that's just like our boys are going home to cook. We're hoping that it benefits playing in front of their own home crowd. So we'll definitely see what happens.
So we'll see because I know the fans are gonna want it. Yeah,
definitely.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Liz.
For coming on.
Yeah. All right, fellas. Well, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show, and fellas and gals.
Ladies,
we're gonna wrap up ladies. We're going to wrap up the show. We want to shout out real quick the people that have commented.
Keem Stream. Thank you, bro.
Keem Stream.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry we didn't get to you immediately there, but thank you
Robbie,
for joining on the show.
Yeah, Robbie, as always, he's there. Who else did we have, B? Do we have anybody else?
Of course, we had Phoenix Fire that came on there to show some Drew love.
Shout out. Yeah. Hey.
John Dorn, of course. I didn't put a lot of his comments up there because he was just trolling.
That guy.
Other than that, there wasn't too many people on the comment section, but that's okay. As long as you guys are listening, I see a lot of viewership. That's fine. But I appreciate those who viewed as well.
Yeah, and shout out to Ken the Packer fan, stellar post game show, and shout out to Drew holding it down with the pregame show. Another
Big
great
Drew.
job. Yeah. Liz, your segment was awesome too. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And yeah, no problem. And also too, real big shout out to Dre's Daiquiri. Thank you for believing us and giving us a shot. And we're spreading the word about
Thanks,
your business.
Drea.
Yeah, go check out her check out her place if you like to drink, if you want to eat. She's got a great amenities and all that.
Fine establishment.
Yeah, check it out.
Support.
And shout out to my Texan subscribers that are listening but just not commenting. Y'all guys can comment. Y'all guys can come in.
Yeah.
We're all friends here.
Yeah.
So don't be scared.
We do not judge. We listen.
We don't judge.
Exactly. But also
for your team.
We don't accept no trolls though. Just remember that.
Yeah, no trolls. They're not trolls.
But also, too, on that note, please like and subscribe to our podcast, One Ass Cheek and 3 Toes. You can get it on the QR code that we have. Also, too, you can find us on YouTube. Please, send comments to us. Let us know what you want to talk about. We're open to all kinds of discussions. We want to keep this an open platform. So thank you again for listening and subscribing. We're going to go ahead and sign off. So as always, fuck the Packers, fuck the Bears, fuck the Vikings. And fuck all your teams in the AFC South, Liz.
AFC South.
Yeah, except for the Texans. But yeah, this is the One Ass Cheek and 3 Toes signing off. Y'all have yourself a blessed evening, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Take care. Go Lions.
Peace up.
Go Texans.
Remember, Dre's Daiquiri Shop at Cotton Gin, 441 Railroad Street in Maxwell, Texas, 78656. Daiquiris, food, football, and fun. All a part of a game day victory. If you subscribe to One Ass Cheek, Three Toes on YouTube, you'll receive 5% off your total purchase or a free shot. Proof of subscription required.